But we heard something else from President Trump. And on the political front, he is also putting pressure on his own Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to take action, not just hatred, but action against his perceived political enemies. On Saturday, Trump suggested on Truth Social that the Department of Justice should go after former FBI Director James Comey, Democratic Senator Adam Schiff, and the New York Attorney General Letitia James. He was saying they're, quote, guilty as hell. He then went on to write, "We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. They impeached me twice and indicted me 5 times over nothing. Justice must be served now." And later that evening, Trump said this when he was speaking to reporters.
They have to act, and we want to act fast. You know, they were ruthless and vicious. I was impeached twice. I was indicted 5 times. It turned out to be a fake deal. And we have to act fast, one way or the other, one way or the other. They're guilty, they're not guilty, we have to act fast. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged. And we have to do it now.
Jonathan, over the years of covering Donald Trump, you and I have learned that sometimes he says things and it's kind of hyperbolic but it doesn't actually necessarily mean to follow through. It's a way of expressing something to his base or to his political supporters or his own frustration, as in this case. But sometimes he does plan to follow through. So what is this comment about? Is this about something where he wants actual action from Pam Bondi and we're going to see prosecutions against those 3 people? Or is this a way for him to signal that he's taking action?
It certainly seems like the former, and that is a very dangerous place, Caddy, and we shouldn't sugarcoat this. I'll just read some of how this has been described in our leading newspapers. The Washington Post said Trump's messages were one of his most overt attempts yet to override the traditional restraints of the president's involvement in law enforcement. The New York Times says it was an extraordinary breach of the prosecutorial protocols that are established post-Watergate. Let's be clear. This is the President of the United States ordering his Department of Justice to go after his political enemies. That's what this is. There's some speculation that this was meant as a private message to Pam Bondi. White House has not confirmed that, but the writing of it might have been meant as a DM as opposed to a Truth Social, because Trump then took that post down, tried to clean it up with a subsequent posting. But this is, we know, President Trump campaigned on the idea of retribution. That was one of his campaign platforms last year, and this is what that appears to look like. And we have seen U.S. attorneys across this country find a lack of evidence. There has not been a charge yet against Letitia James, the New York State Attorney General. There have not been charges yet against Senator Schiff or others. We have also seen, though, an effort by this president to remove a U.S. attorney who wouldn't bring charges. And he makes mention of that in this post, too, saying he needs to be replaced with someone perhaps more compliant. And Joe, I think this is what Democrats have been warning about for months, that we'd get to this step. Will there be follow through? We'll see in the days ahead. But this is, as one senior Democrat put to me over the weekend, this is a 5-alarm fire.
Well, yeah, this is actually what Democrats and members of the media have been warning about for years. I mean, you know, and the president promised, and he said, "I am your retribution." And then as it got closer, and then when he got elected, "Oh, I'm not going to have time for retribution. It's up to them." Yeah, and this Truth Social post laid it all bare, and then the president sort of circled back and tried to soften his comments a little bit later. But it's very interesting, Barb. Let's bring in former U.S. Attorney and an MSNBC contributor, Barbara McQuade, also MSNBC Justice and Intelligence correspondent Ken Dilanian. You know, Barb, it's so interesting. It is a difficult job, I would guess, being an attorney for Donald Trump, who understands, as Rudy Giuliani learned, you can say one thing when you're in front of the press outside of a federal courthouse. You go into the federal courthouse, you better actually stick with the law and stick with the facts when you're talking to a judge, or bad things will happen to you eventually. Maybe not that day, but eventually you will be held to account if you lie or if you try to do something that's untoward legally. In this case, I'm curious if the president does shop around and find U.S. attorneys that will bring charges against his political opponents. How much does that Truth Social post undermine any case in the eyes of any judge when they understand you've got a case with thin evidence, and then you have this post where the president is ordering the attorney general to go after his political opponents?
Well, I imagine that any attorney representing any one of these defendants, if they should show up in a criminal case, would be using the text of this, printing it out immediately and attaching it to any motion for selective prosecution. Selective prosecution says you have prosecuted my client based on some arbitrary or other improper reasons, such as politics, while you have failed to prosecute other people who are similarly situated. And my evidence of this is that the President of the United States commanded the prosecutor to charge my client. So that is going to make for a very strong defense for anyone who gets charged. And the other thing, Joe, that makes it very difficult for any lawyer to go into court on one of these cases, we know from the resignation of the U.S. Attorney in the Eastern District of Virginia that the evidence against Letitia James is thin at best. They've got to go into court and defend that. They can't just make it up in front of a jury. They need facts, evidence, documents, witnesses to prove not only that a person made a false claim on a document, but they did so with intent to defraud. And so I don't know that we're going to see any of these cases go anywhere, but it would be very difficult to be a lawyer trying to do this job.
Yeah, it's been
I mean, it really would. Jonathan Lemire, would be so extraordinarily difficult because of what the president sent to Pam Bondi, and because he's been saying very clearly, we have to go after them. We have to prosecute them now. We have to, the language he used, and said they're guilty as hell. And that's, again, that's not, if you're an attorney for the federal government, good luck with that in front of a federal judge. That's one part of it. I mean, the second part of it, let's look at the Lisa Cook case. And you talk about how thin all of this evidence is. In the Lisa Cook case, Reuters basically blew that entire case out of the water, and yet the president is still pressing his attorneys to go to the Supreme Court with this and try to get the power to kick her off the board for something that, again, evidence doesn't support, apparently.